Adhia, let me come to you, sir. Since Mr. Das there talked about the benefits and the demonetization gains, sir, the budget actually hasn't factored in any demonetization gains at this point in time. For instance, you haven't factored in what could come by way of the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. The budget perhaps has not even factored in that there could be a revision as far as the RBI dividend is concerned, which has currently been factored in at about 58,000 crores. So can you give us a sense, Mr. Adhia, of what kind of gains we can estimate as far as demonetization benefits are concerned?
Well, in the revenue department, we always have to be very, very conservative. The scheme of Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana is going to close on 31st of March. We don't know how much money we are going to get in that. And so for the purpose of, maintaining the tradition of conservatism, we are not taking any figure in the current year's revised estimate as far as that scheme is concerned. Whatever comes will be available to us for the use in different schemes of the government, but we have not accounted for it in the RE. As far as next year's growth is concerned, we have predicted a very good, solid growth rate of 15.3% as far as direct taxes is concerned. Now, this also, I am very sure that we would be surpassing this growth rate because we are seeing a lot of early signs of improvement in compliance of personal income tax. The one figure which FM had quoted was that in the first 3 quarters of this year, the increase in the advance tax in personal income tax is to the extent of 34%. We hope the same trend will continue in the next year.
So what kind of revision upwards could you expect? So on the basis of the evidence that you have so far, you're saying you could do better than 15%, which is what you factored in on direct taxes. How much better could it look?
No ceiling. We would like to achieve as much as we can.
No ceiling for sure. So you've been conservative both on direct taxes, and you're saying you've been conservative even on indirect taxes, where you factored in just about 8.8%, sir.
Yes.
Okay. I'll come to GST in just a second and talk to you about that. But I want to just get one quick comment from you, Mr. Adhia. You know, the former governor, Mr. Subbarao, said to us that at least on the back of demonetization, there should be a 1% increase in the tax to GDP ratio. Do you believe that that will be achieved?
Well, it will come. What has happened is that the increase in tax to GDP ratio is not very starking because of the fact that we got some bonanza in form of oil revenues. The taxes on oil, petroleum products, in the current year as well as in the last year. Now, on top of that, the increase in the tax to GDP ratio doesn't seem to be very impressive.
Okay.
But we do hope, as I told you again, that even the 15% growth rate that we are estimating in direct taxes, that will also be far surpassed, and we will have a much better tax to GDP ratio next year.
Much better would mean what, sir?
Much better than what is estimated.
Okay, much better than what is estimated.